Oh my goodness. Guys, we have been living a lie. We have been deceived. And it hurts because it's another thing inside the gaming industry. And what would you think it would be, by any chance? Well, the thing is, it's the gaming industry. Well, not the gaming industry. It's actually the Game Awards. Everybody knows the Video Game Awards. Something interesting happened. Actually, multiple things happened. Talking about Game of the Year actually being changed to where it allows certain things in there instead of actual just being the games themselves. On top of that, you have how games are nominated and how votes and winners for games are determined, or how they are chosen. That is a whole thing in this video, and this is what I want to show, okay? We're going to break all that stuff down, and I'm just going to give you my personal opinions of it, because honestly, I'm pissed off. I'm already upset about this. Me playing video games my whole life, 30 plus years, like playing video games and everything, like, and this is insane to see. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. All right. So here in the news right now, we're looking at all this stuff. Let's go ahead and let's just look at Game of the Year, right? Game of the Year from, and I thought this was a lie, but it's not. People were tweeting out saying, like, what the hell's going on in the Game Awards? Like, it's not going to be taken serious and stuff because of what's going on. So let's go ahead for like Game of the Year. Let me see. Where did it go? Unless they moved it. No, they didn't. Okay, here it is. So everybody has talked about, you know, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree is good. People are like, oh, dude, this is worthy of Game of the Year if it were the case. But it's a DLC. We have games like Black Myth Wukong, Stellar Blade, all these other titles that are actual new games and everything that should be put up there. Nominations aren't there yet. They haven't been put out yet. We have to wait until I believe the 18th for the nominations, so we can go in there and we can cast our vote. But we'll talk about that later. Anyway, it's this section right here, and it says, are DLCs, expansion packs, and remakes / remasters eligible? The Game Awards aims to recognize that the best creative and technical work each year, irrespective of the format of the content's release. Expansion packs, new game seasons, DLCs, remakes, and remasters are all eligible in all categories. So, for instance, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remastered, that campaign section, that was the DLC that you got in a bundle, that could be eligible. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. I have nothing against From Software. I love them because of freaking Armored Core. And also their Souls games. Love them for it. But having a DLC going against a brand new game, I think it's just messed up. A lot of people have talked about it. People have been talking about, why don't you guys just make a separate category for like best DLC or best newly content for a video game? Something like that. That would make it a lot better instead of putting it into Game of the Year. Because this basically means you can put this into Game of the Year or best action, best RPG, best shooter, stuff like that. You can do that, which is, it takes away from the other, you know, people that are the other nominees that actually made a whole game, and then they're just getting ripped away because they want Elden Ring to win like a back-to-back game of the year. Doesn't make sense. But let's go further into this. If the jury, which we'll talk about, deems the new creative and technical work to be worthy of a nomination, factors such as newness of the content and its price value should be taken into consideration. So on top of that, how much money was it? How much did it cost for you to download it? So stupid. So, like I said, and there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing going against From Software or anything, but it feels cheap. It feels really cheap, and like a scummy way to do something like that. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but it's just like, if people made, let's say an example for Call of Duty. And I saw this when I was streaming. So the thing is, like, a perfect example would be like, you know, a great BR game came out, let's just say, for instance, Fortnite was first. Let's just, hypothetically speaking, or let's say Call of Duty was first. Sorry, let's say Warzone was first, and then afterwards was Fortnite. Okay, Call of Duty came out, was just, Warzone. They were just banging out a whole bunch of seasons and stuff, right? Fortnite, brand new, came out. People loved it. Took off by storm. Just freaking skyrocketed, right? If Call of Duty wanted to get into the awards nomination-wise, which they could probably do it now, they can literally say season 2, season 3, whatever their latest season that they're on, that they released, that could be in the game. That could be nominated because it's pretty much a DLC. It's stupid. I think that is very dumb. They should put it into a separate category. That's just me personally. Because either put it in a separate category, or if you're not able to, take it out. Just take it out completely. Next thing. So they have the nominations, say for instance, they're out there, right? And they tell us to go vote. And we felt back in the day where it was 100% fans, where we got the nomination list and then we were like, okay, cool, choosing this, and this, right? And it was off of popular vote from the fans. But no, this is by the jury. And I'll show you guys that. Going up here into the jury. Let's see here. So, how are the winners selected for the games? Right here, right in this section right here. It says, winners are determined by a blended vote between the voting jury, 90%, and the public fan voting, which is us, 10%. Fans can vote on their favorite games on thegameawards.com, and in China they have a site that they can do it. And they tell you the voting closes at December 11th, right? So you're trying to figure out who is the jury. This is your jury. According to the official website of the Video Game Awards, or of the Game Awards, the opinion of the fans counts in a selection of the winners, but the value of their vote is much smaller than that of the jury. Thus, the jury's decision counts for 90% compared to 10% of the popular vote. It says you can vote here. This is who comes up with the votes. Who chooses what game wins? You have IGN out of here. Inverse, I don't even know who that is. Jeff Gerstmann, don't know who that is. Kind of funny. They got stuff going on against Smash JT. LA Times, who gives a crap about them? MinMax, same thing. PC Gamer and Polygon. Nobody cares. Nobody reads that. Only time when people read Polygon is when it's on Twitter. And it's like something stupid because they have something incorrect. The Venture Beat, never seen it. The Verge, I guess they're okay. Touch Arcade, never heard of. What's Good Games, never heard of it. Game Rant, they're all right here and there. Some information could get stretched out sometimes. So that's one of the things. NPR, never heard of it. Pride.com, I'm not even going to say anything. And Variety, why Variety? Oh, yeah, I forgot, because money-wise. Yeah. It's so stupid. People are livid. People are pissed off. Like, the fact that happened. Like, so it's between Concord and Dustborn for Game of the Year. Somebody said, no, Veilguard. Yeah, people are just, like, they're making jokes out of it because it's stupid. All these companies are rating games 2 out of 10, not gay enough. Wow, that's interesting. All I see in this are tourists, activists, and non-gamers. And the reason why people have an issue with this being the popular vote, you know why? Because a lot of the media outlets that are going on for video games are at war with gamers. They're like, gamers suck. They call people they're calling gamers chuds. They're saying, oh, we wanted this game to come out to see you guys mad and stuff. You as a gaming outlet are supposed to be representing the gamers, the gaming community. That's the reason how you guys make your money. That's the reason how you guys have a business, because of us reading your material, because we would click on your articles or we would buy your magazines. Without gamers, you guys wouldn't be anything at all. You would not even be a company at all. So now you can see why I'm upset about this stuff. But let's go further more into the Game Awards, right? So, why do you use this jury to select nominees? Given the sheer number of games released each year, as well as the extended time required to fully evaluate products. A voting outlet approach allows for the widest possible critical assessment. A ballot submitted to the Game Awards represents the collective opinion of an entire outlet. They don't represent us. They don't represent the gamers, because you guys are you're literally at war with us. We're just telling you, we just want games to be fun, to be interactive, to be immersive. We want to get away from reality, but no, you guys want to bring reality into video games. You want to bring it into entertainment itself. We don't want it. We don't want it at all. Sorry, I'm getting so riled up about this. This is an amazing one that this is a good question, and I'm just disappointed with what it is. Why don't fans 100% select the winners like how it was back in the day? There was no issues with it. This is the bullshit that they came up with. Creating a 100% fan vote presents several challenges. First, given that some games are exclusive to one platform, a public vote puts single platform games in an inherent disadvantage over multi-platform titles. In addition, it is important that winners cannot be socially engineered in any way. We find that a blended vote in the most credible and authentic way to select winners. Doesn't give a shit. In game awards in the past, we've had games like Halo. We have had games like Gears of War. We had games from like Metal Gear Solid that were exclusive to one platform, that weren't even on PC. Then they had World of Warcraft for PC, exclusive titles. And people voted on them. And it still went through and everything was fine. So the fact that you're saying, well, the game is only good for, like, if it's on one platform, we can't do it. Well, here's the thing. Stop making exclusive. From games, from here on out, stop making it exclusive. That's it. It's the easy way to make it. If they still want to make games exclusive, like PlayStation, that's their fault. They don't get in there. They have the disadvantage. They did that themselves. They should have thought about that when they were making the video game itself in the meetings. And I'm not talking about developers like everybody keeps attacking. I'm talking about freaking the producers. I'm talking about, not only the developers, but also you have the directors as well. This needs to be established during the meeting of when you make your game. Is it going to be put out to PC? Is it going to be put out to PlayStation and Xbox? If you want your game to be good and you want it to come out to and be released to a what's the name of it? Like if you want a lot of votes for it to win awards, you're mainly wanting to put it on every single platform so everybody can try and play it and have a good time. But that doesn't mean anything anymore. Why? Because we don't care. Apparently we don't matter. According to what you guys are saying, where is it? Right here. Right in this spot right here. You guys are saying we don't matter. We don't matter at all. It's so stupid. Let me put myself over here. This right here. 10%. Public fan voting. 10%. Us. That's us. So it's just like, well, it's basically the meme of, when Obama, like the meme of Obama putting a medal on Obama. That's what it is. That's what the gaming industry is doing. It's no longer fans. We have a small percentage and we're not going to be happy about it. Yes, we're all going to watch the Game Awards and see what craziness happens. But I'm going to tell you right now, people are going to get pissed off if Shadow of the Erdtree wins. Yes, we understand it's a great DLC, but it's not game of the year because it's not a new game. It's just content that has been put out. And I feel bad from Software, and I'm not trying to speak on their behalf, but in my opinion, I would feel bad if I worked at From Software because all these other studios that worked hard and worked on a game like Stellar Blade and Black Myth Wukong that came out really good. Not saying, like I said, not saying that Shadow of the Erdtree wasn't a good DLC. It's an amazing DLC. It's a lot of people's favorites, but it wasn't its own game. It was a DLC part of Elden Ring itself. That's the issue that I have. And if they're going to do this in the future, more of putting DLCs into nominees and stuff, they need to put it in its own category of like best DLC or new content or something like that. That would make it a lot better. So then people still have the choice. And instead of doing 90 and 10% with media outlets that are just going at us and going after YouTubers and influencers and things like that, break it down 50-50 at least. Put it to 50-50. Because it's just crazy. It's like there's no, like, looking at this gives us no point. No point to vote. Because it's like, either way, we could say that Black Myth Wukong is the one that wins. But then the jury says Shadow Erdtree, Dragon Age Veilguard, whatever game. Like, the public knows that's not the game that won. We all put in for this vote. We all put in for a certain game, and you went a different way to another game. This loses credibility. We already lost credibility with a lot of gaming outlets. That's why we're pissed off about it. On top of that, this makes the gaming industry, this makes the Game Awards a joke. That's all I have to say, really. Hopefully they turn this around. But this pissed off a lot of people, including myself. The fact that it's now going super industry political base of what? I can't say entertainment because it's not entertaining anymore. It's just crap. And everybody feels cheated out of it. This is not a community for the people, for the gamers thing. This is what we used to have. This is for like safe space. Okay, let me break. This is the last thing I'm going to say. The Game Awards, right? How full cam is? The Game Awards. The Game Awards was like election for us. Because it happens once a year. I'm sorry, it's not, I mean, I know it's not like 4 years or anything, but it happens once. And it's where we all come together and we choose which game is the best. We put our votes in, and then we're looking at it like it's a fucking NFL draft. We're just like, oh my goodness, hopefully they get this. I know people that even do bets on it, which is crazy. But it's something that we all come together and we can enjoy because it is games that are being recognized, even new games, like brand new games that came out within that year, that get recognized and say, Game of the Year, Best Action. If you guys saw my streams last year, when Armored Core 6 won, I think it was Best Action Game, I lost my mind. I lost my mind because it was a childhood game of mine, and I'm glad that they won. And also, it's another From Software game, just letting you guys know that. But yeah, the fact that something that everybody knows and loves dearly is now stripped away from them because you want media outlets that have a different opinion, because they'll go for a game if they got paid by it. They'll go for a game because of what was given to them. It's like buying votes. You're buying votes, buying views, whatever. You're just all these things. We all know there is. If you can look at multiple videos from Smash JT, Vara Dark, and Melanie Mac. Probably there's a lot more people out there, but we know, and also seeing tweets from Grums too, seeing that video games were given some sort of special, were given special treatment, I guess you would say, just to get, how would I say it? Just to get like special treatment so they can get, more votes for it. Pretty much getting bought out, really. We've seen it. It happened with IGN. It happened with Eurogamer, but then, and it was with Dragon Age: The Veilguard. We all know they lost credibility because they're like, oh, it's really good. We all know it's crap. Sorry to say, but we all know that. It was just like, it's not good. It's not worth the points that you put. Right? So it's that. And then they were talking smack about the gaming industry. Or not gaming industry, about gamers. Right? So that happens. And then they find out, like a week goes by, whatever. They see that numbers still aren't good. Then they want to backtrack and say, it looks like Veilguard is having some trouble with keeping players. No shit. It is crazy. Hopefully, the game industry, the Game Awards, they see this. Hopefully, they see this video. They see other people's videos. They see Twitter posts, right? Here, do it again. I'll look at it again. Hopefully they see and they read what is going on here. All right? Hopefully they read it, because right now the internet's laughing at you. They're pissed off and they're laughing at you because of what's going on. We don't want the Game Awards to be, seen as a joke, but they're really doing it. This person put, if Dragon Age Veilguard is nominated for Game of the Year, then they're completely full of shit. This was interesting. This was insane. This picture right here, it's just not okay. It's not okay. And this is in the game. Hold on. I just saw somebody's thing in here. Hold on. So there's somebody here. There's a person that said, they said this. They said, spent way too much time out of my life watching a compilation of Veilguard romance scenes, and holy crap, they are bad. Also, they have a nudity slider in the options that's absolutely zero nudity. That's odd. Yeah, that is insane. That should not be allowed. I can't believe the game is rated for whatever it is. It should be in the rated, like, was it MA or like N plus something, whatever, I can't remember, but it was like games that are basically porn. Honestly, they should just that's what they need to do. They need to get rid of that. Seeing this, a person, whatever, this character towered over this person. This person looks scared as hell. And then this person is Tosh, who's saying this right now. That seems like sexual harassment. A lot of problems with this. I'm just saying, let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Game Awards and everything that's going on. I'm fed up. I'm just pissed. I'm fed up. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think they're going to turn it around? Do you think that's it? Do you think the Game Awards is a joke now? And also, are you guys going to watch the Game Awards as well and just see what's going to happen? I know I am. I'm going to live stream it and everything. I already put in for it to live stream it or to co-stream it and see what happens. But that's all I got for tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I'm tired. But yeah, it's Alpha Channel. See you guys later. All right. Peace.